short lacrosse history of the Southern Conference, a team making its mark on the national landscape. Both these teams generally there. And our opening face-off having been
some freshmen sprinkled in there. All conference honors all across. As I think important that High Point kind of set the tone early with a goal. Defense kind of ruling the early minutes, and High Point, we talk about, Jason, how much they go off momentum, how much they go off energy, and when things were going well.
The Dolphins scored 6 seconds in, right off the opening face-off control. And then High Point put together a run 6 seconds in, right off the opening face-off control. And then High Point put together a run of 10 unanswered to build a 10-1 lead, and they have the same type spark.
Great start for High Point here in Richmond.
Well, again, this crew having set the tone for a second straight contest, and they're doing it by winning these face-offs. This is the first that Richmond is going to come away with control of. After winning the championship here, 9-8 in double overtime in 15. You remember he upended the Virginia Cavaliers, one of the highly regarded lacrosse programs in all the land a couple of years ago. The same season in which they took down the Duke Blue Devils, making some noise and really showing just how solid this High Point crew can be. And interestingly enough, Coach Torpy making a trip to Virginia.
And have a chance when you reconvene after these 5 seconds elapses to feel a little bit better about yourself, and you don't feel quite as down.
With so many gunning for you as the standard, it speaks to the stability of this Richmond program.
It really does, and to put yourself in a position to get there is one thing, and then to be able to get there is another. And Jason, lest we forget, this was a Richmond program had a great start, great answer from High Point after Richmond able to score at the end of the first period and able to keep the momentum with the face-off win. So impressive what they're doing right now, mounting with every face-off win, with every goal scored by High Point.
They're over halfway to the largest lead that they were able to establish in the semifinal.
You are just not used to seeing their defense be that open and just, I mean, that was a wide open alley to fire that shot in there. And the Spiders, really good to see Richmond take advantage of what one of their strengths is. They are the best man-up offense in the country, and sometimes that's what it takes. Getting back to what you do well, taking advantage. Big face-off here, still 30 seconds, a lot of time left to go in half number one.
You know, we've already seen a goal scored in 6 seconds. That, of course, was done by the Jacksonville.
I realize they have a 7-3 lead, but they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal and see for Young and for the Spiders at the start of the second half for Dalton Young.
Reestablishes himself as the overall scoring leader in terms of goals. As he had the season, he had 5 assists to go alongside it across the course of the regular season.
Your guys, and you said, gentlemen, if I told you at the beginning of the year you'd have a 1-goal lead going into the 4th period of the championship game, you'd take it. The third quarter didn't go like we wanted, but we're still in a good spot here. Just go out there and play hard for 15 more minutes.
That's the task in front of these two as we get all kind of whistles. And is 13 of 16, depending upon what happens right here and right now, those numbers will go one way or the other. But 13 of 16 on the day in that department. And couple that with what he did, setting a single game record by scooping up 15 ground balls and winning 17 faceoffs when these two teams
a little bit after some tense moments where they were really struggling to find any type of alleyway.
34th goal of the year. He's now even with Braden Maia atop the team list. So got a couple of guys with 35 goals on the Richmond side of things now head of the class on their stat sheet. And these two, Maia and Rogers, who've both been effective in this tournament with 34 apiece at the top of the goals in the championship match.
You know, he's been a great facilitator all year, the offensive player of the year. He's racked up so many points over the course of this year in his career. He's usually the facilitator, but his teammate finds him, as Connell did a great job of finding him, and we're right back to a 1-goal affair.
No, said a moment ago as we get it
in their offense, as we said, kind of that organized chaos. They like to run offensively, but stay patient there. Respond.
There's again the Loudoun County product out of left. 28th goal of the year for Lanchberry. Lanchberry, Young, Connell, Schultz, Savoca, all scoring for Richmond in this one. For Lanchberry, he becomes a multi-goal scorer. 2 for he, 2 for Connell, 2 for Schultz. But they need a couple more right now. Quick look, and that's turned away by Green. That may